I would like to extend a special welcome to our Fort Sam Houston ISD leaders, Board President Ms. Nicholas, Vice President Colonel Zanante, Secretary Colonel Retired Braxton, and board members Dr. Sizer and Mr. White. Superintendent Dr. Bates, Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning Dr. Shanetta, Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations Ms. Novak, Coordinator for Teaching and Learning Ms. Fuller, Director of Technology Ms. Marquez, and Director of Safety and Security Mr. Stoller. Welcome to Robert G. Cole Middle and High School's Veterans Day Ceremony observance. I am Cadet First Lieutenant Alethea Vassiliades, and I am your narrator for today's ceremony. We wish to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests, family members, and most importantly, to our veterans and active duty military personnel here with us today. We are honored to have you as guests, and we hope that you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the posting of the colors and the playing of our national anthem.
Carrying the U.S. flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Addison Evans. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet Private Kaylee Perez-Hurd. The American Guard is Cadet Staff Sergeant Candice Rivera, and the Texas Guard is Cadet Sergeant Ashley Garcia. The Cougar Battalion Commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Sergio Romero, will direct the posting of the colors. Our very own Cougar Band, under the direction of Mr. Michael Wilson, will perform the national anthem.
Present, arms. Sir, permission to post the colors.
Post the colors.
Order, arms. Ready, step. Ready, face. Forward, march. Cover, hold. Post. Colors. Present, arms. Forward, march.
Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the principal of Robert G. Cole Middle and High School, Dr. Joseph Cerna.
Good morning.
I would like to welcome you to our Veterans Day observance. A special welcome to our school board and district leaders. Thank you for joining us this morning as we honor our veterans. I would like to especially welcome and thank the veterans, active duty service members, and families that have joined us today. Veterans Day is a time when we remind our fellow Americans to stop and say thank you to those who served. I encourage you, whether student, civilian, or veteran, to take an interest in the experiences and sacrifices of those who keep us safe and secure. Doing so is more powerful than you know. For our veterans and family members on active duty, you are an important part of our Cole family. We are honored to serve your family as you serve our country. Thank you for everything you do to support our nation, your family, and our students. For our students, I don't get to see all of you at the same time very often, so I would like to take a moment to say that you are doing outstanding. I'm so proud of what each and every one of you accomplish every day. Whether it's academics, sports, clubs, or the arts, you're creating your legacy in an outstanding culture here at Robert G. Cole Midland High School. Thank you, and keep up the great work.
Thank you, Dr. Cerna. So, what is Veterans Day and why do we conduct ceremonies to honor veterans? Veterans Day is a holiday near and dear to the millions of Americans who have worn a military uniform or love someone who has. Veterans Day serves as a way for Americans to honor and celebrate the sacrifice and bravery of the millions of men and women who have worn a military uniform in defense of our great nation. Today, this ceremony is a moment of reflection and opportunity to give thanks to those who have served in our armed forces to protect and preserve the freedoms enumerated in our Constitution. The Constitution, for all its greatness, is merely a piece of parchment ascribing the hopes and dreams of our founding fathers. The document itself does not guarantee our freedom, nor does it protect us from those who would wish us ill. The true guarantee of our Constitution is found in the hearts, minds, and commitment of those who have served in our nation's military. Those who have sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution, those who sacrifice many of their own freedoms so others may live free. Veterans Day is more than a day on a calendar, more than a day off from work or school, and more than an excuse for a sale at the local furniture store. Veterans Day is the day we stop to honor those among us for their sacrifice and willingness to serve. To all our veterans, thank you. I now draw your attention to the Cole Choir. Under the direction of Ms. Carrie Snyder, the varsity and middle school combined Cole Choir will pay tribute to the patriotic service of our veterans with the singing of God Bless America.
Beside her, and God
Thank you, Ms. Snyder and the Cole Choir. Each year, with the assistance of Ms. Samantha Marsh, our Honors 2 English teacher, we select one student to present an essay honoring our veterans. This year, it is my pleasure to introduce Caitlin Colley as our Veterans Day essay winner.
Thank you. The morning sun filters through the curtains and casts patterns of light and shadow on every surface it touches. I can smell the waft of hot coffee being made and hear the pieces of conversation drifting through as I walk down the hallway. Medals and challenge coins and awards decorate the walls and shelves of my home. Photos of uniform smiles and trinkets from every corner of the world lay scattered around. I've grown up bound by the legacy of those who wore our country's uniform, and I have learned of the many contributions they have made in service to our nation's colors. All my life, I've been surrounded by veterans. My parents, my grandparents, my uncles, and my aunts. Everyone I know has served in one way or another. I've seen their triumphs and their tribulations, their good days and their bad. Through it all, I've been a witness to all the times they have sacrificed their own happiness for that of their nations. And because of this, I understand what it means to truly serve. To surrender yourself to the mission and to place the needs of others above your own. Service, I have learned, is not selfish. It is not solely about wearing a uniform well or following orders from a commanding officer. Instead, it is the embodiment of values like loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. It is about standing for something greater than oneself and devoting yourself to a tradition of excellence that has spanned centuries. Even before the creation of the United States as an independent nation, there were people who served. In June of 1775, over a year before the Declaration of Independence was signed, the Continental Army was formed. People of all ages and races served in the fight for freedom and for the ideals of a democratic state. Our nation has been built upon the backs of veterans, from the earliest soldiers in blue coats with muskets in hand to the men and women of today, serving in the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, and even the Space Force. And although we may not see them daily, they work to change our lives for the better, tirelessly serving behind the scenes to protect our interests and security. I have seen firsthand the selfless dedication it takes to serve, with both my mother and father being active duty at one point. Although my mother was not born here, she chose to serve the United States because of her gratitude toward this country, which had in a sense adopted her and had afforded her with the opportunities to succeed. My grandfather's love for this country as an immigrant inspired my mother to enlist at the age of 18, where she went on to deploy in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. She has now served over 26 years, working her way up to the rank of colonel. She has worked relentlessly with the hope of bettering the place she calls home. From the time she enlisted to the time she became a comptroller for our North-Southwest border mission to now, serving as a GA of a unit in South Carolina, she has dedicated her life to service, even through the hardships that came her way. And while my mother's story is one of continued service and perseverance, my father's path shows the other side of military service, the side that haunts and lingers. Although he made it home from his deployments physically, not all of him ever truly left the barren wastelands of Iraq behind. He continued to fight invisible battles and he won many, but in the end he was powerless to the demons that overwhelmed him. I cannot speak on his behalf now, but I read some of his writings and gathered this. Before basic training, he had thought of the Army as being beneath him. However, only a few short months into his enlistment, he had, quote, begun to see the Army not merely as a faceless organization, but rather as a collection of people. He saw serving his country as something to take pride in, and he worked determinedly to achieve his missions. So today, as we honor the veterans and service members of our country, both past and present, let us remember the why behind this day. They have served not only for the glory of our nation or the ideals we stand for, but for us, for our safety, our freedom, and our future. Their labor is the foundation upon which our country is built, and their sacrifices echo through every new generation. Let us be grateful not only on November 11th, but every day, for the courage, dedication, and unwavering spirit of those who have worn the uniform. May we strive to uphold the legacies they have left, honoring and respecting their service by valuing the freedoms they have assured us. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. Dr. Cerna will now present Ms. Colley with a medal recognizing her achievement, and contribution to today's ceremony. The Cougar Band and Coal Choir will now perform I Vow to Thee, My Country as a musical tribute to the service of our veterans. Thank you, Mr. Wilson, Ms. Snyder, and members of the Cougar Band and Choir. The JROTC Saber Guard is moving into position to establish an arc of honor. The Saber Guard captain is Cadet Captain Marabella Castillo, with
Assistant Captain, Cadet First Sergeant Stephen Lawson. Saber Guard members are Cadet Second Lieutenant Marcella McMahon, Cadet Second Lieutenant Caitlin Foley, Cadet First Sergeant William Underwood, Cadet First Sergeant Diego Gonzalez, Cadet Master Sergeant Lilith Kelly, Cadet Staff Sergeant Elliot Castillo, Cadet Staff Sergeant Nadia Tapia, Cadet Sergeant Wyatt Smith, Cadet Sergeant Matthew Martin, Cadet Private First Class Raiden Bay, Cadet Private Prisma Dixon, and Cadet Private Xavier Ariana. Now entering the gym are the student council representatives from our very own Fort Sam Houston Elementary School. Representing more than 830 students enrolled, they are here today to personally present their cards and an American flag to thank veterans and military members for their demonstrated love and devotion to our country. Next, I would like all veterans and military members in the audience today to please stand and join us at your service flag at the rear of the gym. Whether you are a teacher or a parent, a district leader or a friend, if you have served or are currently serving in the military, please join us at your service flag. Students, if your family member is present, please join them at their service flag. Veterans and military members, after you pass through the arc, please accept a card and a pin from one of our elementary students. Students, after you pass through the arc, please accept a flag from one of our elementary students. Upon receiving your items and the completion of your service song, please return to your seats. The Cougar Band, the Combined Choral Choir, and our Leadership and Character Development Corps cadets, under the direction of Cadet First Lieutenant Addison Evans and Cadet Staff Sergeant Candice Rivera, will now present the service songs and flags. We encourage you to sing along when your service song is played. For your convenience, the words to the service songs are printed on the back of your program and will also be projected on the screen behind you. Carrying the Cougar Battalion colors is Cadet Jose Lopez Aponte. Carrying the Army flag is Cadet Joe Pearson. Leading our Army veterans and military members is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Sergio Rivera. Carrying the Navy flag is Cadet Jayla Clark. Leading our Navy veterans and military members is Cadet Major Nikolai Barker. Carrying the Marine Corps flag is Cadet Charles Smith. Leading our Marine veterans and military members is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Elizabeth Richards. Carrying the Air Force flag is Cadet Kiara Brundage. Leading our Air Force veterans and military members is Cadet Major Rachel Barker. Carrying the Space Force flag is Cadet Caleb Butler. Leading our Space Force veterans and military members is Cadet Major Melanie. Carrying the Coast Guard flag is Cadet Cesare Tanaka. Leading our Coast Guard veterans and military members is Cadet Captain Eric Swain.
Thank you to all the veterans and military family members who joined us today. And let's give a big round of applause to our students from Fort Sam Houston Elementary School. To close our ceremony, the Cougar Band will play the musical medley, Patriot Dreams, conducted by Assistant Director, Mr. Jared Paul. Before we go, we would like to thank the band, the choir, Miss Marsh, Miss Taylor, and the Fort Sam Houston Elementary School Student Council, the JROTC Saber Guard, the JROTC and LCDC Color Guards, and the Maintenance and Technology Departments. As we close today's ceremony, I would like to ask everyone here today to take a moment to reflect on all that you have, all that we have, and thank those who make it possible. Thank you to all our veterans for the legacy of freedom and service you have passed on to us. You inspire us, and we are eternally grateful. Please stand for the retirement of the colors.
When taps is played, please place your hand over your heart to honor veterans. Those in uniform will salute.
Guard. Hold. Ready. Face. Freeze that. Arms. Sir, permission to retire the colors.
Retire the colors.
When released, students will return to their homeroom, retrieve their bags, and move to third period class. Ladies and gentlemen, veterans, and distinguished guests, thank you for attending today. This concludes our ceremony.